We have strength Tabata today. It is 35 minutes long. We are going to be focusing on just the lower body. We have a little bit of core in there today. We're going to need a couple of different weights. So we're going to need 2 medium weight dumbbells and then 1 large or heavy weight. I would say large weight, heavyweight dumbbell. And then we're going to be going through 6 blocks. Each one of them is 4 minutes long. So after that 4 minutes, you're going to get that break while I demo the next 2 exercises. So each block has 2 exercises total. We'll have a 3-minute warm up and we'll go ahead and get started. So it is the 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. So we're going to be working pretty quickly through this. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Let's have a good time. All right, you guys, we got that 3-minute warm up. And we're just going to start with those body weight squats. Coming down, just kind of squeezing those glutes at the top. We'll get that lower body nice and warmed up. Kind of sitting back in those heels. As you get a little warmed up, you can kind of go deeper down into that squat. All right, we're going to hinge at the hips here. We're going to reach down to those shins, go into that squat. We're going to bring that right arm up, left arm up, and then stand. All right, let's go into those just side lunges. We're going to sit back in that hip. Again, we're going to use those arms. And then we're going to just bring that arm across your body for that rotation here. We're about halfway through our warm-up already. All right, we're going to go to our step for our warm-up here. We'll just kind of go up that right leg up, left leg up, and bring it down. Get our heart rate up just a little bit here. All right, we'll come on down off that step. For our last warm up, we're going to go into that plank walkout. So just walk it down. We're going to bring that right leg up, twist and rotate. Walk it right back up. And let's go to that left side when we come back. We'll go through that a few more times here. All right, last one here. And then we will be done with our warm-up. All right, you guys, grab a drink of water. I'm going to demo our first 2 exercises. We're going to have a goblet squat. So you're going to grab a heavyweight dumbbell and we're going to bring it up close to our chest. My feet are going to be facing forward and I'm just going to sit back in that squat for that goblet squat. So remember, even though we're going through a quick timing, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, make sure you guys just go nice and slow on the lifting part, okay? The second exercise is going to be a dead bug. So we're just going to come down to the mat, grab those medium weight dumbbells, and we're going to bring those feet up into that tabletop position. And we're going to just lower one leg at a time while we hold those dumbbells straight up right above our chest, okay? Keeping your back really pushed up against that mat. And those are our 2 exercises. So we're going to go ahead into that goblet squat in 3, 2, and 1. 20 seconds of work here. But remember, we're going to keep it nice and slow. So that time under tension today. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. We're going to go down to our mat here. This is going to be a pretty quick transition from standing to sitting. So Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down, that dead bug. So the theme for a lot of these blocks today is we're going to be doing one lower body workout and then one core. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come back to our feet and we're going to get ready for that goblet squat. Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. If anything, our transition is going to get us warmed up today, right? Moving from one to the other. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Back down to that mat. Grab those medium weight dumbbells. Up over your head. Bring one leg down at a time. Push your spine up against your mat. Keep breathing through here. Try not to hold your breath. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. All right, ladies, back to your feet here. Goblet squat. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Couple more seconds. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Back to our mat. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Nice and slow. Watch your back. Work. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. All right, back to that goblet squat. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Sitting back in that squat. Really pushing that booty back like you're sitting back in a chair, but keep your chest nice and proud. So looking straight ahead here. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Here's our last one here. And then we're going to be moving on. Dumbbells up. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. 10 more seconds. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job, you guys. 1 minute of rest here. Grab a drink of water. I'm going to demo our next 2 exercises. So just like that first block, we're going to have a lower body and then one core exercise. The first one's going to be a dumbbell curtsy lunge. So you could take that one heavy weight that we just used for those goblet squats, and you can just hold it here by your chest. And all we're going to do is we're going to take that right leg, we're going to put it directly behind us, and we're just going to kind of bring that little curtsy, and we're just going to alternate sides. That's our first one. And then we're going to go down to our mat, and we're just going to take a medium weight dumbbell, okay? And we're going to do that Russian twist. So you're just going to lean back slightly. If you want to add a little bit of a challenge, you can bring those feet up. You can put one foot down, wherever your comfort level is there. But of course, we always want to challenge ourselves a little bit. All right, here we go. Let's grab that heavier weight dumbbell. We're going to go into those curtsies in 3, 2, and 1. Make sure that back leg is directly behind that front knee. So a lot of times we'll see people go way out to the side with that back leg. We don't want to put any extra strain on that knee, so make sure it's really aligned. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Down to your mat. We're going to get ready for those Russian twists. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Kind of slightly leaning back here. Really fire up that core. My eyes are following this dumbbell the entire time. So I'm making sure I get that rotation in. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come back to our feet and we're going to go into those curtsy lunges. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Take your time. Chest is proud. Nice job, ladies. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come back down to that mat. We'll get ready for that Russian twist. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Back up to our feet. We're getting our lower body workout in just from getting up off the floor. Jeez. Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Just curtsy here. Nice job. Couple more seconds. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Back down to that mat. Into that Russian twist. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. We're coming back to our feet here. Going back into that curtsy lunge. Here we go. Bring that foot back. Nice and slow, nice and easy. Looks like it's going to be a sunny day today. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. I got that sun shining in my window. So nice. All right, you guys, Russian twist. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Work, ladies. Couple more here. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. All right, you guys, we are done with that little set there. We're going to go on to our third block. Again, we have 2 exercises. We're going to go through some glute bridges. And then we're going to go into some plank hip dips. So we're not going to do the hip thrusters today. I think you guys had enough of those this week. But we're going to take that heavyweight dumbbell and we're going to bring it down into that bridge position. So you're just going to lift up with those hips and we're just going to go up and down. Little squeeze at the top, nothing too crazy. We're not holding for a long time. We're just squeezing at the top. And then you're just going to turn around here on the mat, on your forearms. We're going to go into that plank position. And we're just going to go side to side, bringing our hip kind of far as down as you can to that mat. So we're going to hit those obliques, the side abs there. Okay. Those are your 2 exercises. We get to stay down on the floor this time, not up and down. So that's good. All right, you guys, let's go into those bridges. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. We're just flipping over here. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1, side to side. My elbows are directly below my shoulders, looking straight down to the mat. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Grab that weight, back to those bridges. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Flipping over. Those plank hip dips, elbows directly below my shoulders. Here I go in 3, 2, and 1. Side to side. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. We're gonna go back up to those hip bridges. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, you guys. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Back to those hip dips. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Work. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Back to those bridges. I swear those planks are like, I feel like 20 seconds was lasting forever. I was like, did I miss a cue there? All right, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. I always say the world just kind of stops when you do planks. I don't know. It just seems like it takes forever. I shouldn't say that. I know you guys are going to think about that when we're doing them. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. All right, you guys, this is our last one here. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Last one, we're going to move on to that next block. Nice job, Beverly. Got this, Erica. Hang in there. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, you guys. Okay, grab a drink. We're going to go into our 4th block here. We're officially halfway through our workout. We're going to be doing some elevated Bulgarian split squats. So right side, we're going to stay there, and then left side, you're going to grab those medium weight dumbbells, and we're just going to put that back foot up on your step, okay? And then we're just going to do those split squats just like we always do. But by bringing your foot up, it does make it a little bit more challenging. A little bit more weight is applied to that left leg, okay? So we're going to go right side, we'll break, left side, break, and we'll go through that entire 4 minutes, switching out those legs. This is probably one of my favorite exercises to do with this step, and this is one of the reasons why I'm really excited that we have this step, because it does make a really big difference when you put one of those feet up. So we'll go in about 5 seconds. Let's get ready. Nice big deep breath. We're going to start with that right foot up on that back step here in 3, 2, and 1. Just bring it straight down. Keep your chest nice and proud here. We're just looking straight ahead. Nice and slow. By the end of this block, we're going to feel those quads burning a little bit. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. So all we're gonna do is switch legs here. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. All right, nice job. A little rest here. We're gonna bring that right foot back up to behind us. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. When you guys do these two, make sure that your foot, your knee you're not like leaning, your knee is not going over your toe here on that front leg. Make sure your front leg is far enough out. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. We're gonna go to that left side. Put it back on that step. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. So this one would be a really good one to do later, just increase that weight on. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. You would really feel those quads firing up here. All right, you guys, here we go in 3, 2, and 1. We're on that right foot is behind us. Left foot is out in front. Nice work. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Catch your breath. Let's bring that left foot back. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Hang in there. A couple more here. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. All right. Right foot up. Let's get ready. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. This is our last one. How those legs feeling? Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work, you guys. All right, grab your drink of water. If you need it, catch your breath here. That one was tough for sure. All right, our next 2 exercises, we're gonna have a sumo squat. So you're gonna grab that heavyweight dumbbell, bring it up. I'm sorry, you don't have to bring it up your chest. You're gonna keep it low this time. We're gonna put our feet out to the side, toes are pointed slightly out, and we're just gonna bring it down into that sumo squat. Our chest stays nice and proud the entire time. And then our second exercise is gonna be a dumbbell swing. So we get to stay in that position, which is nice. We're gonna turn those feet forward though. And we're just gonna hinge at the hip here. And we're gonna bring that dumbbell up to shoulder length for those swings. All right, you guys, we have about 15 more seconds here. Catch your breath, get ready, grab that heavyweight dumbbell. We have 2 more blocks, so 8 minutes of work, and we are done with our workout today on this Friday. And we are headed into the weekend. All right, you guys, here we go. Toes are pointed out. 3, 2, and 1. Sumo squat. We're gonna go nice and slow on the way down, powerful on the way up. So I'm working on phase 3 today, getting those workouts done, and just really excited about the next phase. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, you're gonna fix those feet, put them straight out in front of you. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna swing here. Remember, we're just hinging at the hip. We're not lifting with our arms. We're pushing with our lower body here. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. And then just make sure when you stop, you stop with that momentum. You just kind of like let it slow down. So you're not pulling out your back or putting too much pressure there. Sumo squats in 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. We're going into that swing with those toes forward. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Set that weight down. My arms are getting tired. Holding it up. All right, guys, sumo squat. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Let's get ready for those swings. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Back to those sumo squats. Let's get set up. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. This is our last one here, you guys. One more time on this swing, and we're done with our block. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Push. Push with those hips. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. We are on to our last block. We have 4 more minutes of work. Finish this up nice and strong. We're going to go into some step ups here. So we're going to take our dumbbell, our medium weight dumbbells, or you can grab a little bit heavier here too. If you feel like you can, feel confident with that for the set. All we're going to do is we're going to stay on the right side for the right side step ups. So making sure your foot's in the middle of that step. You're just going to come up and then you're just going to bring it down. So you're going to keep on that right side. That right foot comes up the entire time. That left foot comes down the entire time. And then the next set would be the other side. So we're just going to go left side up, right? And then right foot comes down. So that is our entire block. A lot of step ups. So grab a drink, catch your breath. I'm going to catch my breath, and then we're going to get this done. Grab those weights. We're going in about 5 seconds. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. We're going to start on that right side. So you don't have to go fast here. I just want you to really focus on pushing up when you come up on that step, pushing with that right side glute, Really activating that. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna go left side. It's gonna step up this time. Same thing. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna go back to that right side. Make sure those shoulders stay nice and loose here. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. So obviously the heavier weight you have in your hand, the more challenging these are gonna be. And because it is a lower body movement, you can definitely go heavy with this as long as your arms can, hang on to these weights and not get too fatigued here. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Almost done. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. We're gonna go to that right side. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Left side. Let's get ready. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. We did a lot of glute work this week for sure. You guys are probably feeling these. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. All right, this is I feel like this set's just taking like a lifetime here. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. I feel like it's because we're doing the same, kind of the same movement. Feels like it's taken a long time. But it's definitely not as bad as planks, right? Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. All right, left side. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. So traditionally, Tabatas are done with one exercise 8 times. We could definitely do that at some point, but trying to ease you guys into this Tabata stuff. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. We are done. We made it through our lower body Tabata class today. Do some stretches here. Let's go ahead and just stretch out those arms. Even though we did lower body, we were hanging on to those dumbbells. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that workout. Hope you guys had a great week. We're going to go into the weekend, making sure that we're still tracking, using our habit trackers, making sure that we're checking off those boxes each day. Let's go ahead, bring that right foot up. I'm going to be working on getting some new stuff together for you guys, some options. So we're rolling that out shortly. And I'll get these videos uploaded quickly. I'll probably skip the music just to get them in there quicker. Let's go ahead and switch sides. YouTube makes it a lot harder to upload when you have music involved because they have to check every single song. So put that left foot up. We're just going to slightly bend at the hip here. Keep your back nice and flat. We're just going to stretch out this hamstring here. But I love music when I work out, so I thought it would be nice. I don't know. I guess you guys can put on music if you'd like to. Go ahead and switch sides. I probably still will have the option of music with and without music and just put it on the YouTube playlist. That way you guys can just decide which one you guys want to do. All right, let's go down to the mat. We're going to do one more little stretch here, and then I'll let you guys loose. Let's bring that right foot up. Nice big squeeze here. And then we're just going to bring it across our body. And then that right arm comes out to the side. Stretch out that lower back, hip, and that glute. I think every single workout this week had glute work in it. So hopefully you guys are not too sore from that. Bring that left leg up. Summertime is here. It definitely got hot quickly. Let's go ahead and bring that left leg over. I feel like every year that happens, you know, we go outside and it's like, okay, not used to that heat. But I'm not going to complain. At least not too much. All right, you guys. Thank you guys for showing up today. Great job. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you guys next week. And of course, I'll be checking in over the weekend. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for coming on. Bye, Erica. Bye, Beverly.